Hey everybody, how are you? Happy Friday. I'm so excited to be here today. I'm Serena with Vintage Press Studios, and we are live here today. Like real live, not like pre-recorded. We're not like, if you're catching me on replay, I'm obviously not real live, but you get the point. Anyways, you guys, today we're going to be creating an amazing, super fun project. It's so easy too. When actually I saw a picture of something similar, it was actually a flower. And I was like, "Ooh, I want to do that. That looks too hard for me because I'm like the most uncrafty crafter, and this looks super hard." So I was like, ugh. And I put it on the back table, and then I started working through it this week, and I was like, "Ah, that's not so hard after all." So, anyways, here is our project this week. We're doing like a 3D card, super cute, right? And inside of it, we're gonna be putting. I created some envelopes to go in right here. And so it's a cute little, like, just like a cute, I love card experiences. I'm a big card person, love cards. I love when people when I love giving cards to people. I love receiving cards. I'm just a big card person. I have an entire box full of cards from years and years. I got rid of like the love note ones, like those ones. I've got rid of most of those. But anyways, that's for another day. But I love cards. I love cards. Cards are like everything to me. So we're going to be making this super fun card, birthday, Mother's Day, any anniversary, even wedding. You guys, butterfly symbolizes newness, start over, new growth, a change, like literally a change. So also too, on another note, before we get started here, you guys, the printable for this is down below. You can get the printable here down below for this. And I also, y'all, we launched the Junk Journal Hive, and I've really become like a huge fan of paper crafting and creative junk journaling. You have junk journaling, which is like literally taking, like, I've had a bunch of old, I like to say ephemera. I have a bunch of old ephemera, y'all. I know someone's gonna say, you know how you say it. Ephemera. I got a bunch of old ephemera. And I like it, but there's just something for me creating a paper, creating a texture, sending it to my printer and printing it out. So we launched, my good friend Teresa Gray and I, we actually launched a Junk Journal Hive this week, which is my first creative membership. Well, it's not my first creative membership. I had a membership about 7 or 8 years ago for faux finishing, but that's another life for another day. But I like basically it's my first like creative digital membership. It's a printables club, the Junk Journal Hive. And this month, let me just grab it here. We've got like 10 downloads for this month. I think there's like 10 downloads in there for this month. It closes on May 5th. So if it's past May 5th, y'all, but down below is a link. You can click on that and get on the wait list for the next time that we open. We can't be open all the time because we got like downloads and stuff to make and people to love on and whatnot. But this month we're going to be making the Life's the Beach. We call these memory keepers because when you go on like a vacation or to the beach for the day and you just have fun things. You have like room keys, you have maybe a little bag of sand, maybe some seashells. And so there's all of these like little pockets and things in here that you can keep like for a memory keeper. Like they're like little memory keepers. So we're making this month. There's even one here for like, you can put your room keys in here or like some other secret little things. And then we're also doing my Southern Charm journal. So fun. Is this like so me or what? So fun, right? So fun. So incredibly fun. I love it. So we're going to be doing that. And there's another file in there. They're a little bit different than this with red cardinals. I was in Georgia a few weeks ago and I saw a bunch of cardinals. It was really kind of nice to see because I don't see a lot of them here down in Florida. And so I made a red cardinal hidden paperclip file. So that's inside the group this month. And like, I love, like, I become a little paper addict. I'm like, my name is Serena and I have a paper addiction. So literally I have a paper addiction. So anyways, you guys, let's get started on today's project. It's very easy. You're going to see like super easy project. If you're going to be creating along with me, make sure you hit the pause button right now. Get the download down below. And I'm actually trying to see here. Let me see here. I'm trying to get rid of like that little bubble thing. I'm going to get rid of my name there, like the little name I'm using, StreamYard. So go print out your files, get them cut out, ink the edges. And what I mean by that, for anybody who's new here, let me show you like real quick. Inking the edges is like putting makeup on. It can either make you or break you. And in this case, it's going to make you. And so I ink on my edges after I cut them out, and you just take distressing ink, and the links are down below for everything. And before I start to assemble, I just go up and I paint my ladies like makeup on New Year's Eve to make you look better. You know, make it or break it. And like I said, this is a make it, not a break it. So less is better. Don't go overdo it. Anyway, so cut all your pieces out, print it, cut your pieces out, ink your edges, and then hit the play button here again, and you guys can come and create along with me. So let me get my camera switched over, and let me get my camera moved over. Give me just a second here. And there I am. Perfect. Okay. So we are going to get going here. Let me see here. All right. So this is our file here. I've got all my pieces cut out here. Now, when you print it, I always like whenever you send these to the printer, there's no need to print the first page of it. You can go and just print the pages, obviously, that you need, print, cut, and make them very easy. All right, the first thing we're going to do is assemble our butterflies, because our butterflies are actually, they have to be glued together. So you're going to have two pieces that look like this and two pieces that look like this, okay? So you're going to take this, and you can fold it here, like fold the edge over there. And let's see here. And then we're going to get out our magic glue. You just need a glue stick for this. You can use, I usually use just random glue sticks or zip dry is my go-to snot glue. And we're just going to take this here. Get the edges like really well. That way they don't, you know, lift up. Now, it's not going to be exact because our cutting jobs are never perfect, right? At least not mine, but that's where the ink comes into play. And you can see here, you can see a little bit there. A little bit of the white there, but that's okay because we're just going to take our ink. Do that, and you're just going to clean up the edges a little bit. You can also trim that off if it bothers you. It doesn't, as much OCD as I have, it doesn't really bother me too much. But there is room to trim it up if you want to. All right, so that one's done. Do the next wing. And that glue stick is dead. Let's get another in here. Of course, that one. Let's get another one. Third one's a charm here. There's another one. Like washable school glue. I think I have some craft sticks here. Let me get some of the craft sticks out. Yeah, I've got some craft bond here. Let's do some craft bond. Here we go. Ooh. All right. Yeah, I'm so excited for this new Printables club that we opened. You guys, like, you have no, I just love this whole new like designing thing. As you guys know, I'm a business coach by day. And the thing is like, it's just, we kind of need like a therapy, you know, like we just need like a therapy. We need a way, like an outlet, like to get rid of the stress and everything that comes along with it. And this to me, paper crafting, I never thought that this is what I would be doing, but I really love it. And I love it more than you know. So if you're sorry guys, just leave me a comment. Let me know like if you're here with me. That would be fabulous. Like I would love that. So All right. Let's see here. Let me just kind of move my camera just a tad bit. Yeah, I think that's okay. There we go. I was like, what is that black thing in the corner driving me nuts? All right, sorry about that, you guys. The joys of being live. If I'm pre-recorded, it's just like a little bit different, right? And there we go. Perfect. Okay. So we have our butterfly there. Okay, now this is the outside of the card. And we're actually going to be taking and gluing these two to that, like this to this, right? You see that there? So what we want to do is fold this end here first, and I'll show you kind of like what I do here. Well, so I take these edges here and I put them on the edge of the table to crease them. Some people have got those like fancy tools. I have the fancy tools as well. I don't like using the fancy tools at all. I really don't like using the fancy tools at all. So I would just rather use the edge of the table and fold it over. Okay. Then what we're going to do from there is we're going to fold it in half. We'll just kind of like fold it paper in half. We're going to take this one. We're going to fold it in half as well. Perfect. All right. And we're going to glue these together. And this one here, because it's an end, I am going to use some of my snot glue here. I like to double up. You can use like a little bit of snot glue and a little bit of glue sticks. Anytime there's like a place that's going to get a lot of traction, you kind of want to make sure that you're nicely there. Perfect. Get my little binder clips out. All right, there we go. Then flip it over. Our butterfly wings are going to go like this. See that? And just like that. Okay. So we're going to get a little bit of glue stick. We're going to kind of temporarily like mark the spot. The glue stick will be enough to hold it until you get the other side, because we want to get them like lined up before we like use like the power glue. That's like the power glue zip dry dries extremely fast, like extremely fast, and so you don't have a lot of working time. I've had a lot of paper crafters that they actually complain about it because it dries too fast. So you definitely want to get these lined up before you go and take the power glue to them. Just kind of lift it up a little bit of power glue under there. Okay, so this is like literally the hardest part of the entire project. That should be good. Yay, there we go. All right, so we're going to go and do the inside here to cover up. So as you see, you have two pieces here. I'm going to cover it up here. Another one there. All right. And then what I would do is take your power glue and go around the edges, just around the edges, because it is a card, so it's meant to be opened and closed. So you just want to make sure that your edges in the center have a nice seal to them. Put that in there, like that. And then if your OCD is like mine, you want to get the gingham lined up. And there's probably going to be a little bit that you need to trim. on the outside right there, and that's okay because it means our cut job was like, you know, not so great. And then I just like to put these little clips on it just to like hold it in. But with the glue stick and the zip jar, we don't have to worry about too much there. All right, so you should have creases here. There's like a crease right there where we folded those pages in half, and there's another one right here. It's kind of hard to see. Let's trim this up. And we're going to trim this one here up. That should be enough. Again, just a few seconds with the zip dry. Perfect. And you want to find the crease. Should just kind of naturally go. Loving it. You guys can't see me, but whenever I get excited, I do like a little jiggle dance. So, but nobody needs to see that, right? All right, ink up those edges. You can ink up the inside too, because you can see the inside. There's no ink on the inside. I usually don't ink up the inside pages until they're in, because a lot of times you end up cutting stuff off anyways. All right. Good, good, good. I like it. That's so cute. Oh, it's so cute. So, so, so cute. Love it. Love it, love it. All right. Perfection. That's good. Good, good. Okay. So when you open this up here, all right, and then I think the file that you guys download, I think, is like, see how like this one here, I guess it doesn't really matter. This doesn't really matter. Anyways, the file, when you guys download the files, sometimes they look a little bit different than the ones that I do, but you get the point. It's usually the same exact project, but they look a little bit different. That's good. We can put some pockets on. We're going to put a pocket on the back, and you can kind of pick whatever one you want to. Like I have like these here. You can do those two here, or you can do like these two on the inside, and then do like that little pocket right there. Yeah, it's cute. And I kind of like the double pocket on the end. Oh, you can also do an envelope. Ooh, we could do an envelope. Let me show you guys how to assemble the envelopes real quick. Let me get a crease on this one. Hang on a second. Let me get my tabletop crease. Perfect like that. And then this and this, these fold in like this. And then that flap goes over like that. Okay, so this here, we're actually going to do the zip dry with this one. And we're going to kind of like trim it up a little bit. You can see where the thing, and then the pocket can go in the back like this. And I'll put the other pocket together. And here. Yeah, I did a terrible folding job on that one. There we go. And there's the other one. Okay, so I think I'm going to do this pocket here. And yes, I like that. Okay. I need to get a couple of bigger clips here. Okay. That's good. All right. Let's just skip that just a minute to go. I think that's good enough. All right, let's work on this inside here. All right, I'm going to do like this one. We can kind of lay out our folders, our little pockets. And you can trim these too. If you don't like the size that they are, you can trim them. There's nothing saying that you can't. And I think what I'm going to do is this. And then remember, this is a card. And so this is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that I'm going to do like this. And then I'm going to leave this side right here. So this side right here, I'm going to leave this side so I can write my little note in my card. Yeah, so I think this is enough here. Let me get these all in. And these pockets don't have the little tabs on the side like normally my printables do. And the reason for that is because I kind of need the card to lay flat. And when you have a lot of tabs like the envelopes have, it causes it to be a little bit thicker. And so I made these pockets without the, I made the pockets without the tabs because I want the card to lay flat. And then this one here, you can even do like up here if you want to. I'm going to do a double pocket right there. Now, if you have to use everything that's there, I would actually take this, and maybe like cut it down a little bit and use like a little, do like a little side pocket. But I don't think we're going to use that one. All right, while this is drying, let's get this to dry a little bit. It's not going to take long. I want to show you guys how to make your own ribbon out of some fabric. I mean, some of you, you don't need to be shown how to do this, but I was looking for some butterfly fabric or butterfly ribbon for this, and I couldn't find any butterfly ribbon for this. So I went to the dollar store and I got a piece of fabric, and we're going to make really easy, we're just going to make our own fabric out of it. This is like literally $1.25. I think everything's going up at the dollar store, but right now I paid $1.25 for this piece of fabric. And hey, $1.25 and I get all this ribbon. And then what you want to do is just kind of make a little, like, just like a little cut mark. And then basically you're just going to, like, with all your might, you're going to rip it, okay? Like, just kind of rip it. And you're going to get a big piece. You can get a small piece. And then it gets down to the end. And here we have a piece of ribbon. Yay! And cheap, you guys. And so back in the day when I used to do a lot of sewing, I had a line of dog couture clothing. And I actually used, for all the lining. Ooh, yeah, that one's good. For all the lining inside of my dog dresses, I actually use sheets. And so sheets are like, when you guys go to the dollar store, or not the dollar store, but to the Salvation Army, Goodwill, thrift store, look at their printed sheets. A lot of times you can find printed sheets. Guys, it's good. That's good, like junk and fabric. That is so good. I mean, I wouldn't put them on my bed, but that is good junk and fabric. And now without having Joann's around and very limited fabric sources, look for printed sheets. Look at that. I got ribbon for my ephemera, my ephemera. So, all right. So we're going to take our tags. We're going to get our tags going. You can always clip your tags with a little cute little hole. If you want to reinforce them, you can do the old fashioned way and put a piece of tape on it before you snap them. But we're going to use some grommets here. This grommet machine sometimes is the death of me. It takes like all my might and all my strength to use it. There are some easier ones out there, and I'm probably going to be like investing in one soon. But you can actually invest in. They're like $10, but still, hey, money is money. And where you just snap them with, like, see this here, you kind of like line it up. And then you push this, but it takes like a lot of like strength. Actually, those ones weren't too bad. Okay, there's that one. Okay, let's load another one up. Like this. And turn it over so you can see it. Yeah, these grommets are actually a lot easier. These are some newer grommets that I got. And these grommets are actually a lot easier to punch than my other ones. Knot that up. I'm just snapping the paper out of it. Let's take my there. One more, and we're going to put this all together and make it come to life. I usually like to try to keep my videos under 30 minutes. We're just going to go over that a little bit today, but that's okay. It's all right. I love loving on you guys. All right, let's put this together. You've got your little butterflies that you cut out in your file. My recommendation is to cut them out, and these are fussy cuts. You guys see that? They're not cut like, they're designed to be a little fussy. Ink the edges, fold them in half, kind of press them, and then you're going to add the glue right here, maybe on the outside cover. You can give it like a little, you can take like a little baby one and do like a little baby one, a mama and a baby. Like, that's so cute, right? You can also take, I get these little 3D flowers at Hobby Lobby. can also put some flowers on it if you want to, or another one right there. All right, so inside there's these little cards here. And these cards, if you're doing a card, like maybe you write little notes on the back of them and make an experience out of it. And this should fit right in there. Perfect. And then you can add your little tags. These can be dubbed as bookmarkers. So you can actually use these as bookmarkers, or the person who's receiving your card. Let's put these cards down here. Let's do that. Got a little like buck wild with the glue there. Oh gosh, doesn't I hate when I'm live? Like, I need time to let that like marinate. Let's do this here. And then you can do like one in here if we wanted to. Don't be afraid to like make them to size. That's perfect. Oh, I love that. I love that, love that, love that. It's so fun. Yes, indeed. And there you guys have your beautiful little card. Isn't that great? And then you can go and you can even fold them in half like that. Yes, you can. You can fold it in half, put it in a little envelope. You can even decide if you want to fold it like this. You can fold it like this too. And then tie another piece of ribbon. And you can use prettier ribbon for this if you don't want to use your junky fabric. Like that. And then you have a pretty little card. Just like that. Isn't that lovely? So I just love it. Anyways, yes, so fun. So fun. All right. Now, remember, it's your project. You can do whatever you want to with it. Whatever like makes you excited. Whomever you're making it for. Let's see here. There we go. Hi, everybody. How are you? So, anyways, oh, hey, friends. How are you? I see you guys here. So, anyways, you guys, yeah, this is like so much fun to do. It's just a fun little card experience, super easy to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this week. Make sure, if you haven't yet, can you guys subscribe below? Like, that way you get my notifications every single Friday. We're either live or we do a pre-recorded. It just kind of depends on the Friday. And we try to bring you guys a free printable every week. Try. Like, some weeks we can't, but just because of time, but hopefully there's something here for you guys every single week. I hope you guys have an amazing, awesome, epic weekend. And most of all, I hope to see you guys over inside of the Junk Journal Hive. You guys can go to junkjournalhive.com. Links are below. And I'd love to see you over there in my free printable club. All right, you guys, have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.